Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Legend from the Past and Future show. We are in the house. We have the man, the myth, and the legend, Roger. What's up, Roger?
What's going on? I don't know who that other stuff was before my name, but I'm here though, and I'm happy to be here. I'm enjoying myself. You know,
We also have our newest host, the one and the only, Deneen. How you doing, Deneen?
Hey everybody, how you doing?
yay!
Happy
You're
to
supposed
be
to say
here as
yay.
well.
Starting before we bring Lisa to the stage, I want to give my condolences to the Knight brothers. It was a big loss. He lost his sister on Saturday. You
Yeah.
know, she was a beautiful person. Did you have any dealings with B Roger?
Oh yeah, I knew her from way back, because and that was gone. Newtown 19 was right there.
Yeah,
Very,
Mhm.
very intelligent lady.
yeah,
And beautiful and always, I mean, always on point. Hair, clothes, nails, clothes, never was out of pocket. Not one
absolutely,
Mm.
time. And she was
absolutely.
very involved in the community, did a
Oh,
lot of great things. It was
yeah,
not only a great loss to the Knights family, but it was a great loss to Annapolis community as well.
Mhm.
yeah.
Wow.
What about you, Denise? Did you have
N-
any?
No, I didn't know her, but my sister called me yesterday. Called me a couple days ago and asked me had I heard about it, and I said yeah, I had heard about it. We do. I mean, I am familiar with the Knight family, but yeah, I'll send out condolences to them, praying for peace and unity for their family.
Yes, yes. Well, she was responsible for getting us in front of the caucus last year to give out two scholarships,
Oh
and
wow.
that was really a nice thing, But we're not going to prolong what we have going on tonight because we have a legend, everybody, and her name is Lisa Lane Treadwell. Here she comes, Lisa. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity tonight to tell my story.
Yeah, I love that.
So it's a pleasure, honor and a pleasure. Yes.
Yes, yeah. Well, what we do first on the Legend Show, we travel back and come forward. Okay,
Okay.
so tell everybody where you were born and raised.
I was actually born and raised in Edgewater, Maryland. That's south of Annapolis. I was raised by my mother's family. Actually, my mom died when I was very young. So her family, actually, her siblings raised me. So I know exactly what it means to be raised by a village. Yes, I
Mhm.
yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. What are some of the things that you can remember doing while you were growing up?
Mm. I love crabbing. You know,
Uh-oh.
like to crab. You know, So I like that. I mean, I dabbled with hair, but um, water. Like my family was, um, you know, we were on the water, but crabbing was one of the things that I really like, and I love crabs too. So the art of eating crabs. So yes, that was one of the things I really like. So that
Oh,
was something that I remember. Yeah.
so then
And
what's
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
no? You were gonna say something. Go ahead. Go right
Yeah.
ahead.
And I mean like the ball games and picnics and that kind of that camaraderie that I really do miss, you know, um living in the area that we lived. So it was family oriented and
Yeah.
just it was just really wholesome and fun. Yes. Mhm.
So now, what kind of school did you graduate from?
South River High School. Yes,
What?
sir. South River.
What?
South
Oh, yeah.
River.
Oh, she a youngster. She graduated from South River. She a youngster.
I graduated from South River. Yes. Yeah. The early part of my like junior high school, I went to Southern, but I actually graduated from South River High School.
Awesome. Awesome. Now, are you married with any kids?
I am married. I have two kids I raised. Well, my husband, so they're my kids. So I raised them since they were 5 and 6. So a boy and a girl. So
Awesome.
yeah,
Awesome.
yes. Hmm.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to segue over to actually Deneen first tonight.
Okay.
Deneen, go ahead.
So Lisa, was so happy to have you here today. I mean, I can't even say enough about having you here today. I mean, so you guys know, Lisa's my cousin. Lisa's my friend. I mean, she's my hairdresser. She did my hair from look. She did my hair for my wedding over 30 years ago.
Yes.
So I mean, so we go way back beyond just just the community thing. So I just love her so much. And
Roots.
I'm just really proud of her. So I can't even, I mean, that's just what it is. So, but so since you're here tonight, we
Right.
want to know some things about you. So I
Okay.
think the first thing I wanted to ask you was, I mean, I'm just going to jump right into that one question that I really want, because I want to know, I know Amon's gonna, he's gonna take you through, but I just want to know this one question. I want to know about your interactions. I know you said that you're on, look at these boards that you've been on. You're chairman of the Kunta Kinte Alex
Yes.
Haley Foundation.
Yes.
What did tell us about that?
The Gucci Kente Alex Haley Foundation is the I guess we could say we are sister um, partners with the Kuta Kente Festival, So, and this is the educational side. So, our foundation, the statue, the memorial statue that's downtown on the city dock, that is originally Leonard Blackshears. He is the founder of the foundation. So we do like roots camps. We just like we do all of the, like I said, educational, so informational side, tours. So in every September we do a commemoration ceremony to celebrate the arrival of Kunta Kinte when he arrived, because he's the first known documented slave that came to America on the Annapolis City shore. So, we have spotlight, and I enjoy it because concentrate, we try to concentrate on the strength of him coming here, not the slave, the part of just slavery, and how resilient and strong and intelligent that we are as Blacks.
Is that the Kunta Kinte Festival? Is that what
No,
that?
we are sister, we are partners with them. The
Okay.
festival is actually the festival. So you have a committee and a organization that does the festival. And
Okay.
we are, like I said, the educational side. We do genealogy, resources,
Mm.
that sort of thing, and we get grants so that we can, help individuals find their own roots and their
Oh,
own
okay.
heritage.
Oh,
Yes,
that's
we do.
good. That's good to
Yes,
know. That's good to
yes.
know, because we're all continuing to search. Everybody wants to know, their roots and stuff. So that's definitely
Exactly. Right.
that's
Yeah.
good to know that
Yeah. Yeah.
we have a resource for that in
Yes.
Annapolis,
Yes.
right?
Yes, we do.
And we
Yes.
can contact you if we want any
We
further
can
details.
you can contact the Kuta Kinte alexhaley.org.
Oh, okay. Good.
Okay.
That's good to
I'm the
know.
chairperson, but yes. But I do want to spotlight that every September 29th, we have a commemorational event down at the Napa City Dock where the memorial statue is. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So September,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Yeah.
September 29th every
Yes.
year, right? I like.
Every year. It's in September.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Yes.
That was, and then you have your own charity?
Well, yes. Well, we started, it's called Hearts of Compassion, which was started out of the salon with the clients, family, and friends.
Okay.
And it just happened because my salon just became the salon where individuals would just come by and I would just help. Like, if somebody was in need, I would help. So I started it on Thanksgiving some years ago. So I opened the salon, got a group of individuals. We fed people, moved out all the furniture, let them sit there and eat. We fed them for Thanksgiving, went to the shelters and fed the people at the shelters, delivered dinners to all of the senior centers in Annapolis. So that was something, that's the Hearts of Compassion.
I like
Yes,
that. Nice.
yes,
That's
yeah,
nice. That's good.
yeah. I haven't done it since I've been on River Road, but that's something that I definitely people have been interested in and been asking me.
Oh, nice.
Correct.
That's good. That's good. Okay, Roger, you want to go ahead?
Yeah, because you took like 8 of my questions, but that's okay.
I took
So
two.
you say that's your cousin. You were supposed to hit some family stuff. Remember when we had this cookout? This, but how you doing, Lisa?
I'm fine. How are you, Roger?
You are fine. But anyway, you said you from the Edgewater, so you know about that Galesville thing?
Actually, yes, I do.
Yeah, because I had a lot of relatives down there. My dad.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's the Makos, the
Okay.
Salisburys.
Okay.
You know any of them?
Yes, I
Brian
do.
Salisbury. He round about your age. Brian
Yes.
Salisbury.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Brian Salisbury. That's my grandson's father. And that baseball, my dad used to play baseball down there.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
they had that field, them hot dogs,
Yes.
those
Yes.
hamburgers. Everybody
Yes.
just having a good
A
time.
great time. Yes.
Oh my God, laughing and joking. And
Yes.
even though they was out there drinking beer, not us, the other
Right.
food.
Right.
It was never no fussing, no fighting, no argument, no shooting.
No.
Because it was just a bunch of people getting it. There was some discussion over some of them games though, because they took that baseball serious down there.
Seriously.
That stuff was serious.
Yes.
It might have been some arguments over the games. There was no arguments that was alcohol induced. That's what I was saying.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I miss those days too. You reminded me of my dad. I had to catch myself for a second.
Right.
He left us for a few years ago. But yeah. So I was reading your bio and it said that you were doing hair for 44 years, but you've been in Annapolis for 39 years. So
I've been doing hair.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, I've been doing hair for 44 years.
Mhm.
I've owned my own salon. That's what I've been the owner of Lisa's of Annapolis.
Okay.
So I've been the owner of Lisa's of Annapolis. Actually, right now, I've been the owner for 40 years. It'll be 40 years. And if God give me February 15th, I will be doing hair 45 years. So,
Good.
yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hey, that's good. I remember back in the day, my aunt had a salon in Annapolis. At the time, it was the only black one. It's called the Glowing Star.
Oh, definitely. I know her. Right.
You know Anna Golden?
I know of her. Yes.
Yeah, that was my aunt. Because I used to cut that little yard in the back. That's my job. Go back there and cut that grass. And that was me. That was my job right there.
All right.
I drag lawnmower from Annapolis Garden because it's at the tip of town. When you cut the circle, I cut the grass and drag a lawnmower back. Didn't get paid because my mother just told me go do it. They owe me some money. So with all the boards and stuff that you on, when do you have time for yourself? Because you got a plethora of things on here. When I was reading your bio, I thought I was back in college studying for exam.
Well, like my old boss used to say, we work hard, we play hard.
Come on.
I enjoy it. I enjoy myself. So, I work hard. So when I want to enjoy myself, I do. So,
that's true. Now I'm a witness to that now. So since you said that, we celebrated her 40. Was it 40 years, Lisa, in Vegas?
Yes. That was
35. Was that 35? Or
40? Because that was 40 actually. So it was 45 this year. So it's 40 that I was doing. Yes. So she came to Vegas. I came. We had a nice little celebration at one of the fine dining in Vegas. So she does. She does her thing. She's been. She visited me a couple times in Arizona. So she gets out there.
That's great. That's great. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself because looking at your bio, you definitely earned it. I'm just a little bit upset because Armin and I ain't getting no invite. And with that, I'm a curry back and go right on the Army. Go ahead, Army. I thought I squeezed that in there.
Okay. Oh.
So now before I ask you this next question, Lisa, I want to welcome Pastor P to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Jacqueline Clark, welcome to the show. Grace Dennis, welcome to the show. And Sheila Makel, welcome to the show. Jay Jacobs, welcome to the show. So now, Lisa, doing hair has been a passion of yours. What was it that drew you to want to do hair?
I have always liked
Beauty.
nice looking things and fine things, even when I was young. So I always kept saying, when I was a little girl, I was going to be a pearl girl. I just like the refinement. And so I guess that's what drew me. But I wouldn't have, if you had asked me, would I have been a cosmetologist and own my own salon, I would have told you no, because I love journalism. See, I like writing. I like research. So writing these bills was just something that I had a passion for anyway. So, but God had this for me, So I took the class. I studied at the cosmetology school, the Road Tech School at South River. Took the class, finished, got my license when I was 17, got a job, and the rest is history. So that's what God had for me. But then he let me do my research and journalism anyway. So it came all full circle.
Yeah.
Awesome. Not only just doing hair, you also put on a few fashion shows. There was a young lady, Jacqueline Matthews, who had made
that was like years ago with Delma. We did these shows, yes.
Okay. Yeah. Now, what are your plans as far as doing more fashion shows?
Well, I in my mind, I'm thinking that that'll be the last show that I do will be the one that'll take me out of I'll be finishing like a retirement or semi-retirement. So that's something that I would want to do, one big farewell show. And that would take me from the time that I started doing hair in the 80s all the way up to the present. So that's a dream that I do have. So that'd be one awesome big show.
Okay. Deisha Williams, welcome to the show. Brenda Bristol, welcome to the show. Crystal Brownlee, welcome to the show. Now, Lisa.
Yes.
All right. You seem to be. I did speak to some people in Annapolis. Deneen, she really vouched for you hard, so I had to do my vetting. You are very big to a lot of people. Do you mentor, or a lot of people look up to you?
Yeah, I do mentoring. I actually have done apprenticeships. I'm all for helping, and any knowledge that I have no problem sharing any form of knowledge that I do have. And so I'm all about helping and just, like I said, sharing the knowledge. So that's why these boards and trying to learn and acquire all the information or the beauty industry, anything that I can do to better myself, I am willing to pass on to another. So yes.
That's awesome. Well, I'm gonna check your skills out a little bit later. We're gonna see what you got. Okay. Pandra Williams Pierman, welcome to the show. On you, Deneen.
Hey, Pandra. Hey, Crystal Brownlee. That's my cousin right there. Oh yeah, Lisa. So tell us about the apprenticeship. Tell us how that went. Like, how did you had how many people you had? What did they? How did they? What were you doing with them? And what was the outcome?
Well, the apprenticeships are where they train on the job. So that is how you do apprenticeships. Basically, you apprentice is one-on-one. So you are a cosmetologist master. well, back then it was managers and senior guys. So what you do is you train them. I did my apprenticeship and like a schooling. So what I would do is they had all the training, the books, the knowledge. I did them just like a school, even though they worked in the salon. So I think that it really, the person learns a lot better when they are trained on the job and they get the salon feel. It's not just in the book training in a school. You are actually in the salon setting, and you get the feel and the knowledge of the salon. So I feel that it makes a better beauty professional. Yes, I do. I actually have started a curriculum where it was a cosmetologist prep course and a Arundel also for individuals who had trained in cosmetology but never went to take their boards. So I did develop a class where they could get a refresher course, and they trained also some like an 8 course so they could pass their boards. And you go right to the boards. I structured my class just as if they were going to a public or private beauty school.
And how did they do? How did they do from your apprenticeship? How did the students do? Were they able to pass the exam?
Yes, they did. Yes. I don't think I had anyone who didn't pass the exam. I'm not saying that some passed the exam the first time, some passed the exam the second time, but they all passed. So
Nice.
I all had success. Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Within my apprenticeship. Yes.
Well, yeah, that's the training that you would want.
Yeah,
for sure.
Exactly.
For sure on that one. Okay. That's it. I'm going to go ahead and let you go on the next one. Don't want to take all your questions, Roger.
You already took 3. You might as well keep on going. Because I was going to hit up about that AACC thing, because, I substituted up there for a little while, but I had to scratch that off because you took that. So, you might as well keep on rolling.
I got one more. I want to talk. I want her to talk about. I just know this is my personal information, and she said that I could ask the question. So I want her to talk about her interaction with the state government, the local government, on a bill that she is passionate about.
Yeah, let me go and scratch that off too.
Okay, well, that's the latest bill you're talking about, the domestic violence bill. Okay, that was the latest bill that I wrote, and it was passed into law this year, and it was
hold on, Lisa. Can you just tell us what that bill is so that everybody knows what it is?
Right. Domestic, it was House Bill 1547, and it's domestic violence training for the beauty professionals. And it came about because after COVID, it had a big spike in domestic violence, and like maybe 5 or 6 states had already had it enacted in their state. And so the Congress had 5 legislators bipartisan. It was 2, which was Tammy Duckworth and Marsha Blackburn. And bipartisan means on both sides, Democrat and Republicans, who put in legislation on a federal level because it's a epidemic. Domestic violence, but it's not just physical. See, people, when you talk about domestic violence, people think it's physical, and it's physical with partners. But we're talking about domestic violence, and it could be family, domestic children, dating. So, and then domestic violence can be with emotional. So it's different facets of domestic violence. And so what happened was my Professional Beauty Association, which I was a advisory council member, and then I was elected to the executive board, had a program called Cut It Out. And so Cut It Out was designed for domestic violence, because they're, like people say, and it's known, who would an individual tell things to, they wouldn't even tell their own doctor or priest. They'll talk to their hairdresser, their barber, so we're trusted. So I wrote the bill because I did some research and found that in the state of Maryland, we have one of the highest rates of domestic violence.
Mm.
And so, that really, it surprised me. I really didn't think that. And, come to find out that in the state of Maryland, the two counties with the highest rates was Prince George County and Charles County, which makes, and those are the two highest, and then Baltimore City. So with that said, I did my research, put the stats together, and wrote it on paper, submitted it, and the rest is history. So it became law. And so what we did was we said, okay, so it's just making the beauty professionals, it's a 1 hour, one-time class. And it's just awareness. It's just because since individuals come to us, and sometimes, they talk to us about it. Sometimes we may, we can be aware of something that we see, and it's not that we have to report it or anything like that. We don't have to report it, and we just can give them resources, be someone that can be a listening ear, so they'll know that they're there, and like a safe haven for them. Yes. So the training is just a 1 hour, one-time class for a license renewal. And,
I love that.
Yes.
Because it's so true, because you do, you really do. You feel like your hairdresser's your sister, your confidant. So for them to put a law in there to ensure that the hairdressers are trained to be able to see that, that's just a blessing for us, because we, a lot of times, domestic violence does go I'd say undetected.
Yes.
So, so that's good. Yes. That's a good thing. It's so nice to hear that, in the beauty industry, you have people doing things beyond, just doing hair, because that's what most people think. When people think cosmetology, they think they're like, oh, they're just doing hair, whatever. No, they're doing so many other things. They make such a great impact in the community. So we salute you, Lisa.
Thank you.
Yeah. Go ahead, Roger.
Why? Because you took every question. We ain't gonna do this no more. I want to talk about, and let's talk about. See, I got to come up with something, because look, see, it's all scratched out. Okay. But the Votech, you say you got your stuff in Votech. Can you elaborate that on a little bit more, because a lot of kids are out here floating and they don't know how important Votech is. Do they even still have Votech? I don't know.
Yes, they do have the vocational schools. It is a great source of education, and it's a place where you learn a skill, you in a trade. Everybody's not equipped to go to college, right? So and it's a great way for individuals to learn that just because you can be successful without going to college, because like you said, it's a trade, a skill, like a plumber or auto mechanics, carpentry, those industries, HVAC, individuals, you can thrive and generate a good income in industries like that. And it's things that everyone needs. Everybody need a plumber. Everybody need an electrician. So, if people would, I think that can be a great resource, a great training, for a skill, and people need to know that. So in cosmetology, robot can't do your hair. with all
Oh,
this
that's
technology
good.
and
That's
innovation,
good,
you know what I'm
Lisa.
saying?
That's good
And they're
hit.
not going to be able to fix your car as well
Mhm.
as you may think. They're
Mhm.
not going to be able to come into your house and go under your sink and your HVAC. And so
Mhm.
these skills and these trades are very valuable.
Yeah, no,
Yes,
that's
Right.
good.
yes.
Right, that was awesome. I'm a little bit concerned that Deneen and I are thinking on the same level. Probably because I didn't have my cognac tonight. I'll take that. But so what advice would you give a young person that wanted to go into the cosmetology field?
I would tell them that it is a very rewarding career, but it takes dedication and commitment. And I think that it has to be a passion. It's not an easy field, but it's worthwhile and it's rewarding. It really is. It really is. But I think that a lot of people may feel as though we don't get sometimes the respect I think that we deserve because I've heard people say, "Oh, anybody can do hair." They can do. You don't have to. Know a lot to do hair,
Mhm.
and I always said that's not true because we have a brain,
Mhm.
and I can sit here and tell you from my bio, we have a brain.
Oh yeah,
And it takes a lot to do,
Mhm.
I mean, you have to be skilled, and the test that you take is a 3-hour test. And so
Mhm.
you had to be skilled and knowledgeable about your craft. So it
Mhm.
is a very, very rewarding career.
Mhm.
And
yeah. See,
yes,
go ahead.
I would, recommend anyone, but you have to be committed and passionate about it. Yes.
Yeah, it's great. And I noticed when you say you was teaching, you had the individuals in their environment that they would test and work in. That's some
Right.
military stuff like that. That's called
Right.
hands-on training.
Right.
Yeah,
And that does help you because it equips you for what actually goes on.
there you
You know,
go.
I it's just so um funny because I've hired individuals who have went to beauty school, and I can put anybody that I have apprenticed beside them and they can't touch them
Right.
because I I've had one lady that was a girl that was licensed. She couldn't curl hair at all.
Mm.
She couldn't even curl it with a curling iron. And she went to school, passed the boards. She could not, right. She couldn't do salon quality work. I mean, she couldn't services. So, I mean, you can't have these individuals in your establishment and they can't even put out the salon quality work. They
Yeah,
can't, but I definitely can say that I can train someone and they will be able to put out salon quality work because they're in the salon training right there.
Right. Good stuff.
Yeah.
That's
I
Yes.
good.
love that. I
Yes.
love that. Ain't nothing like hands-on training.
That's right.
You know. And so
Correct.
when I was in the army, went to airborne school. So you don't sit up there and look at somebody jumping out the plane.
Right. Right.
You train you jumping out that plane.
Right.
You
Right.
know.
Right.
And last, I'm gonna go before Deneen come up and steal some more of my questions. So Armin and I didn't get that Las Vegas invite, but when you had that final fashion show, you think we could slide on up in there?
I definitely will give you an
I appreciate
look. Right.
you.
You will
Beg.
get an invitation,
There
Jackie.
you go. I mean, if you forget Armin, that's fine. Just remember I asked for it. I'm going on over to Armin. It's going to Armin now.
Hey, hey, I like to welcome next week's guest on the show, E Boogie, the Healing Human. Welcome to the show. Peachy, the hair panel. Welcome to the show. Nicole Smith and Carlisa Finney. Welcome to the show. And C Downs. I'm going to show you something that Grace Dennis actually put in the chat. Can you see
Mm.
that?
That's
Oh,
awesome.
yeah.
That is,
Oh,
you
tell
know,
y'all gonna make me cry on this show.
No, he did right. That's awesome right there.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yes,
And somebody
he's
else,
sweet.
did you
I'm
see
going to
the
show
other?
you what
Yeah.
Carly Finney.
I'm
Finney.
so thankful.
Here's another one.
Excellent.
This is what you are doing. This is what you are doing. You know,
Yes, yes.
we have some great comments in the chat box, but one thing I would like to know, Lisa,
Mm-hmm.
what do you consider to be your greatest strength and your weakness as a stylist?
Mm. My weakness is, I'm gonna do that one first. I am my heart. See, that's that, you know what I mean? That's my
I she
weakness.
was gonna
You know
say
what I
that.
mean? Yeah. That's my weakness.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna tell you what I think her weakness is, because she probably won't tell you this, but if she looks over the years on how much she charges for her services, the
Uh-oh.
market value for services has gone up exponentially. I mean, it costs a lot to get hair done, but Lisa's prices have been below the market rate. She has been just consistent with her consistent customers, and that to me is a weakness, because she could just get so much more. If it was just about money, she could make so much more money. So yeah, I
Amazing.
again, I
Well,
can't say enough about
I
that.
read the Walmart book. So I read the Walton's book. So that's why I kind of keep it the way I keep it.
There you go.
Because see, that's what I read with the Waltons.
Smart.
So you know what I mean? So
Mhm.
you
No,
know.
you listen.
Yeah, so that's why, you know
You're
what I mean?
you're successful.
Yeah,
You
so
know what
that's
you're doing,
why,
but I
the
think that
Waltons is, because
you know what you're doing.
Waltons is, yeah,
You
yeah.
know
But
exactly
anyway,
what you're
but yeah,
doing.
my heart and everything, I think. But yeah,
Wow.
And let me see my
Strength.
strength. Um, my leadership. I think that I can. That's yeah, yeah.
Like that.
That's one of my strengths. Yeah,
Nice.
Obvious.
yeah. I
You know,
think.
and I can see
Yeah,
that quality. You know,
mhm,
just
mhm, yeah.
you
Mhm.
and the comments is being made in
Right,
the chat box. You know,
right.
it's just amazing. And look, I'm starting to feel like them. What they say. I love you too, Lisa. You are amazing.
Yeah, well, I try to treat people um the way I want to be treated, and I was selected to be it's called the Powerhouse Pavilion, and it's in New York, the IBS show. So I was selected to be on their committee to
Awesome.
so and when I went to IBS, which is the International Beauty Show, and was in on the committee with a team of beauty professionals, all over the country. One of the things we talked about was customer service and in the industry. So that was one of the things that um, I just like to emphasize, because you have to think about the people that you're serving. So I just think that that's one thing that we as beauty professionals need to make sure that we stay on point with customer service and make people feel like they are important. So when they sit in that chair, that they are the most important thing.
So that leads me to this next question, and you pretty much covered it. But how do you build strong and long-lasting client relationships?
Because I have that type of relationship with them. I don't I call them my salon family. So they that's how I incorporate it. They're just like family to me. I have clients that I've had ever since I was 17. And I have two people that come on Saturday that's been coming on Saturdays ever since I've been doing hair.
Yeah,
So
Wow.
they're the same clients for 45 years. So we have a relationship. So they're just not my clients. We have a relationship. Yes.
Mhm.
So I try to establish a relationship with all of my clients.
So you know what? Now I'm gonna give you a new client before I pass it over to the name. All right, all right. I just want to know, what can you do with helping me relive, get back to the
That
past?
ain't gonna happen.
Can you help
That ain't
me?
gonna happen.
Can you help me recapture this?
Well, guess what?
Huh?
That ain't gonna happen.
See,
What can
well,
you do?
nowadays, they are getting men weaves are coming back. But when I was 17 years old, I took a class in New York, and I took it and from a lady, and she was 75. She taught me how to do weaves back then. And she serviced Nick Ashford's hair. And Nick Ashford didn't hardly have any hair. So what you saw was actually a weave.
Ah.
Okay.
Wow.
So Armand, we could really do something with your hair
Yeah.
if it was possible.
Well, look, I'm gonna tell you this. All right, our female honoree. I'm not gonna go for this right here now. All right, I'm not gonna go for that.
Oh,
You
that's
did
so
me.
funny. Oh, you know what? I saw a comment come by, which I did want to highlight the comment that somebody said, "Thank you so much for talking about such a sensitive subject in the domestic violence," because again, people are not talking about that enough. So again, applaud you for that. So I just wanted to let you know that people really appreciate that. Yeah, that's what she said. So
Right,
that was
right. Okay.
bingo. Thank you for
Okay.
covering this
Yeah,
very
yeah.
important.
Right.
Yes, at the top.
Right.
That was nice. So that was really
Right.
nice.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, gosh, Lisa, I can't even say enough about, all the things you have your hands in. But just like you said, your strength is leadership. It looks like you have the blueprint for success in business and community service. And so I just want to just remind you that you are appreciated. And you see it in the comments. People admire
Yeah, yeah.
you.
I'm thankful and grateful. And
Yeah,
yeah.
you haven't got, all your efforts haven't gone unnoticed. And we all love you so much.
Thank you. And I couldn't do without God and the people that I serve, and everyone of you all, and everyone in the chat, and everybody that's here live watching. That's how I am who I am. Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead, Roger.
Thank you. Armin, could you highlight C downs?
Let's see. Let's see that.
And maybe Lisa can elaborate on that a little bit. She had a question about right there. Can you see that, Lisa?
Yes.
I can read it. That's good. A good question.
I'm not sure if there are any. I can look into that. I can get back with you. I'm not quite sure. But what I would love to do is establish something like that as a scholarship. So that's a great idea for me. So maybe I can establish a scholarship fund.
The Lisa Lane Scholarship Fund.
Right. Or something we can all get together. We can collaborate. You know what I mean? Me and the beauty professionals, me and Lisa and Pete,
Yeah.
we can all get together. I think that could be something we can establish one. You know what I'm saying?
That's a great idea. That's
Yeah,
a great
I think
idea.
we can.
Pat,
Yeah,
would you
I
say
knew that.
paying it forward?
Yeah, I think we can, establish one. I would love that.
Yeah, that was a good question, right?
Yeah.
Of course, you had the expertise in it, but I just want to say that we appreciate you coming on the show, and it was such an honor to just read your bio. It really was, and leadership always come back to you,
Thank you.
and it always does. Someone always come back to you, one of my old soldiers. I put his feet out the fire back in the day. Now he owns a lake up in Seattle, and he wants me to come and hang out. And he just bought a castle in Germany. It was leadership that helped this young man to do the things that he do. And then before I passed the almond, I talked with Sam Walton at the last Walmart he set up. We talked for about 2 hours.
Yeah.
You ever met him? Old country white dude, big, tall.
Yeah,
If you look at him,
I have his book.
you would never know he was a multimillionaire. If you
Yeah.
just look. That truck he rode up in there wasn't tore up, it was beat up.
Yeah.
And he had that truck since day one. You know, people are to look at his story, and it will tell you how he
got a good
started
story.
out.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
and one of the reasons why he got Walmart was because of Black people.
Well,
And a lot of people don't understand it. And now look at that. It's a conglomerate.
right.
It really is. All right. Lisa, thank you so much. All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
So you know that Lisa Scholarship Fund, I tell you, it's taking off in the chat. You know, people are agreeing with it. You know, Lisa DeJesus says she's
Right.
out. You know,
Yeah, we can. Yeah, I think we could do that. You know, I think we could do that. Yeah,
this is a great.
and I would love to do it, so we can get together. Yes.
That's our classmate talking,
Yes.
Pandra Williams.
Yes.
Dr. Lisa.
Dr. Lisa.
Yeah, I like that.
And
love
also,
that, Dr. Lisa.
I responded to him on Facebook. Pastor P wants me to connect you with him.
Uh-oh.
So, you know, it's really, you know, you are amazing.
Thank
Absolutely.
You know, and I'm glad you took the time to come on the show and tell your story and just you know, release yourself. It was awesome, you know, and we're gonna have to have you back on this show again.
And I would love to come back.
You know, Roger got some questions that he didn't get a chance to ask you because of the name, but I'm pretty sure when you come back, he'll be ready for you.
No, we had the same questions. That's why I know I'm behind on my cognac shot.
Okay.
We thinking alike. We thinking alike. I need
Right.
to regenerate.
I want to thank you all for having me.
But Lisa, before I allow you to close us out with something encouraging to the people out there, I want to know one thing. What are your professional goals for the next few years?
Well, my professional goals are to carry on with the continuing education, have a training center, and get my fellow beauty professionals with me, and we create this training facility because I want all of my my fellow colleagues, so we all get together, and so that's what I want to create. So this is what a continuing education, and so when I leave, it will carry on. So it'll give everyone else, all colleagues and beauty professionals, a place that they can thrive also. So that's the legacy I want to leave.
Yes.
Yeah. You got the blueprint. You shown it. You shown how to be successful. So who knows?
Now, before we close this out, come back next week. We're gonna have another exciting guest. He's a comedian, and he just may be at our event on the 21st. We're gonna see what he's about next week. And look, we got some comedians here.
I didn't know she dropped that thing. She said it was.
Hey, but next
I'm
week,
with you, Lisa. I'm with you.
Okay.
Next week we'll have E-Boogie. March 21st, our event is coming up. We still have some more planning to do for it. We're going to be meeting with our board tomorrow. So we really get this stuff closed out. Lisa, if there's anything we can do to help you out, you know, hey, don't hesitate, okay?
Oh, thank you.
So, what do you have for the people? What last thing you want to say to the people?
I just want to say that success isn't about how much money you make. It's about the difference that you make in people's lives.
That's it. That's it right there.
That's it.
Thanks.
That's good.
On that note, we will see you next week. Hold tight, okay?
Okay.
Bye, everybody. Thanks again, Lisa.
Thank you. Thank you.
But hang in there.